I wanted to learn how to design something in Fusion 360 and then print it on my Cetus 3D printer. I needed to learn the very basics of Fusion 360 to create designs that are 3D printable. I then needed to figure out how to export from Fusion 360 to the Cetus 3D printer application. To actually be able to print, I needed to understand how I could restart a print with plastic already in the printer extruder. So stay tuned and I will tell you the exciting story how I overcame all these obstacles. I first spent several hours skimming through the tutorials provided by Autodesk on Fusion 360. To be honest, I actually found Autodesk Fusion 360 tutorials frustratingly top-down and confusing. I mean, how does workspaces, files, the cloud, sketches, models, bodies, components in any way relate to my need to design and 3D print something? Anywho, I assembled this to-do mail to myself where I listed the tutorials I thought was relevant to my needs. I used the information in the tutorial of how to sketch in simple 2D rectangles, how to 3D model using extrude, fiddle and timeline features, and finally slice and design with Cura. I simply created this cylinder using the Cylinder Create tool. I then did Make 3D Print and I unselected the print utility, couldn't get that to work, selected the model and I pressed OK. And now we can save it as an STL file. It's a bit annoying that it by default goes to applications here. Must have some strange memory of where I've been before. I'm going to save it to the desktop for now. There we go. And now in Cetus 3D application, I press the plus, I press the Add 3D model, and on my desktop I select my STL file. And wow, there it is. I now needed to figure out how to rotate this model. I want it laying down here on the print bed. So after having screwed up the view here, I found that reset to default was the saver. I found this function, rotate, and then in the middle, rotate face to bottom. And then I click this one and confirm. And now I can press print and I select the least infill I can think of. And well, let's try preview. Yeah, 10 minutes. Good enough? Let's power up the printer. I need to figure out how to get rid of the old filament I cut off and feed new filament into here. Let's get rid of my old print and start the printer, and then I will reset it with a button here. Connect to the printer. Okay. What's now? Okay, exit preview. That was confusing. Initialize. I don't know, I suppose I already done this. But let's do it anyhow. Let's see what happens. I want to extrude. Here on the maintenance I have extrude. So let's see if I can do that. And of course now we have to wait for the printhead to warm up. Okay, so here is extrusion on the way. Let's see. How do I do this? So I missed that one. I need to extrude more. Okay, I can also stop the extrusion manually. Okay, let's try and print. Now the print head has cooled down, so it didn't keep its temperature, but I suppose that's okay. At least I go to print. Oh, I should wipe off the print bed a little. I don't think it's too dirty yet, so I don't use any solvents for that. Let's go for the defaults and see what happens. So I expect the... Okay, we got this pop-up. It says it's going to take 10 minutes. It's going to use 1.5 gram of material. That's good. So now we just have to wait for the extruder to get hot again. So we just sit here and wait. Bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, bam, 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 ba-da-ba-da. There it goes. 205, 207, 209. Yeah, here we go. Okay, fingers crossed. It cleared the plates, so we don't seem to have leveling issues as of yet. And here's the raft coming. Ah yeah, the raft of course being circular this time, of course. You know, while this is printing along, I'm going to make me some lunch. Yay, there we go. Great. Let's remove it. It's really stuck this time. Yay! Well, there you have it. I actually succeeded to make a 3D print from a design in Fusion 360. So now I have a working process to make my own designs in Fusion 360. I can export them as an STL file, I can import them to the Cetus 3D printing app, and I can print it on the printer. And I also figured out and succeeded how to replace old filament and insert new filament into the extruder. So everything is fine, and I'm still an amateur and new, but now I can start doing my own designs and print them here and start experimenting with this 3D printing stuff. So I hope you found this interesting. I hope you can feel the joy that I feel. And thank you for watching, and I see you next time.
If you like my videos, feel free to do nothing.
Just grab a cup of coffee
and enjoy.